Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different. It's something I've never tried. It's going to be battle of blending, basically. On this side I used a sponge, and on this side I only used brushes. So if you want to see how this works out for me, go ahead and watch my video. Alright, so to get started on the face today, we're going to go ahead and go in with primer. We're going to go in with the Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline. And this is just a very decent blurring primer. This gets rid of those pores. Bless you. Alright, I'm gonna get started with a little bit of correcting. I'm gonna go in the Naked color corrector. It's by Urban Decay and it's in the deep peach shade. And it's just to get rid of any blues. I typically have kind of rough bags, so little right here and right here. So one side I'm going to be using a beauty sponge, and the other side I'm going to be using brushes. So this side is the sponge side, right side is sponge side. I'm saying it to myself because I will forget. Now I'm going to be using the JS3 Morphe & Jeffree Star Concealer Brush. Now I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, and it's in the shade at 2.5. I'm kind of pale right now, even though it's getting closer to summer, so I'm going to take one pump on the sponge, and we're gonna beat this in on this side. And I don't ever put anything on my forehead anymore, so that's not even gonna be a factor. Or for the brush, I'm going to be using a JH03 foundation brush. It's with Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. I'm going to take one pump on this as well, and we're just going to stipple it onto the face. So far, I'm liking the brush side more. On the beauty blending side, there's a bunch of like gunky, holy mess over here. Like, what is that? And does it help that I do have like all my acne on this side right now? But it's just like gripping to it, and my pores are very, very noticeable right here. And on this side, they're still kind of noticeable, but it's not as extreme in the least bit. So now it's time for concealer. I'll be using the Cover FX concealer in P Light 1. I didn't have to look. Another thing is this didn't, the brush side didn't cover the color correcting as much, so you might need a little bit more product. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put some this is the Lancome Long Time No Shine translucent powder. So I'm going to take a bit of product on the tip of the Beauty Blender. I'm going to blend it to my concealer. So now it's this side and it's the brush, so I guess we're going back to the JH3 Jeffree Star and Morphe brush. This concealer is just not... With the JH07 powder brush, we're going to go back into the same Lancome powder. So thoughts on concealer, let's see. So I've never done concealer with the brush before just because I didn't think it would work out well. Or powder, even like the powder I really don't like to use with the brush. I like to blend it in with the sponge. But I have way more creases. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. I have way more creases on this than I do on this side. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a wrinkly woman, but it's not, you can see how deep this one is versus how deep these are and how long. So the brush side is doing, I don't know dude, it's doing awesome. Am I about to change my whole beauty routine? Probably not. I'm gonna take this little thing that the Lancome powder came with. I'm just gonna powder my whole face. Let's take the JH52 JS2 Jeffree Star and Morphe powder brush, and we're just gonna I never use color corrector. I don't know why I decided to use it this time, but you can kind of see that poking through, or maybe that's just with powder. It still looks like this side is going to be better because I see a lot of pores right here. So now it's time for bronzer. So to be able to use the blender, I need to use cream contour. So I need to use Mink from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just a foundation stick. I'm gonna go right here, just a little bit right here because I got a big forehead, and then a little bit right here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and blend that out. For the brush side for bronzer, I'm going to be going into Tantastic from Marc Jacobs, and then a JH02 bronzing brush. Obviously, I can see this foundation is not my shade. I don't want to see anything in the comments. I mean, you can. To each his own. I'm going to be going out with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and it's in the shade Fair Light, number 10. Alright, for the blender side. Brush side, we're going back in the JH07. For bronzer, I almost think that I like the cream contour, or the blender side more, the cream contour. It looks really good. Typically I'd be doing my eyes right now, but I'm going to be doing eye makeup in a different video, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take... Okay, you can't wipe off with the blender, so let's not even pretend. I'm just going to wipe this bake off, okay? Forgot to snatch the nose, so let's go ahead and do that with the brush. This is just a small crease brush. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to start with highlight. I'm going to go with this cream highlight from Mally. It's called Blushing Brilliance Blush and Highlight Wand. This was in a little frozen Christmas set my mother gave me. Alright. I will blend this, but let's go ahead and go into this. We're gonna go into the Bretman Rock Babe in Paradise palette. I don't know what's with me and the collabs today with Morphe. I'm gonna go into Vacation. Alright, let's go ahead and blend this out. It's alright. Maybe it's just the shade, but it's just not as glowy as this one is. But this would be really pretty if I put it under the skin and then use the brush side on top of it. Let's go ahead and go into the blush side of this duo, and this is in the shade Feisty Blush. I don't know what I need to do for this, but that's what it's gonna be. Picasso today, sweetie. It's not the blush. It's not what it is. It's not the cream. It's the blending of the cream that's not working out for me. You know what, we're going to use this same one and we're going to try to, on the brush side, and we're going to try to use a brush to blend it out. We'll see. Because I want to give this product a chance over makeup, because I'm sure it'll look dope under makeup, but yeah, I just don't really like that as much. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. I think that's what I did, who knew? We're going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH04 blush brush and we're just going to try to blend this out. And a little hard to blend. It just decided to grab onto some acne areas. You see that? I know you can. So, regardless of this little area, I still believe that I like. Oh, it's because it took off my makeup. I love that for me. So like I was saying, I still end up liking the brush side more. I just think it looks more put together and my skin looks a lot more smooth. Besides this, we're just gonna put that there. But it's good, you know, no pores. This is like all pores still. So I would still highly recommend using brushes for your makeup. But like I said, I do things a little different than this. So I think what I'm gonna start doing though, because I really did like the brush side for the concealer. So from now on I'm gonna do brush concealer, brush foundation. For setting powder under the eye, I'm gonna use a brush as well. And then I'm gonna start, for the rest of the face, I'm gonna use the blender because I liked that more. Highlight, blush, bronze. I'm still probably going to use the brush. I did like the cream contour side a bit, but you can still see the line. And yeah, let me know how you guys ended up liking this video. I miss you guys with all my heart and I adore you. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!